What is Gucci YouTube? It's your boy Black Chat 3 long face skinny body. We are back, still black, with some more fire Boruto anime manga content. Before we get in the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, smash the like button, share the video with your friends, and let's hop right into the business. Yes, sir, ski.
9 mountains and 8 seas make one world. 1,000 worlds make one chiliocosm. 1 chiliocosm to the power of 3, and there's nothing I can't cut.
Now, as the Boruto anime is slowly making its way back to its revival stage, I have slowly been tapping back into that area. So stay tuned for any of my thoughts, recent, basically comments or beliefs about how the anime has progressed so far. Because I already know we are entering into the early stages of the code arc leading into next year. So it's time to start getting active with that right now. I currently, I ain't gonna say like currently because I'm pretty sure I've been finished that Funato clan arc, and this is just a side note, bro. Oh my gosh, dog water, like complete dog water. And y'all know how strong of an advocate I am for the Boruto. Serious, that shit was dog water. Now I am currently watching, I don't know, these mini episodes. I haven't even started the Academy arc with Himawari and Kawaki. So once I fly through the rest of this shit that's going down in the anime, I'm gonna let y'all know what's going down, because I already know right now things are looking a little gritty. I've seen people circulating a lot of things that's been going down with the current arc currently in Boruto, and then also the previous little mini arc with Boruto and Sasuke. But yo, we got ShinJutsu. Boruto chapter 75 had introduced officially a new power system within the Naruto franchise, and I'm here to basically add my 2 cents, but not necessarily theorize or, give y'all headcanon, but more so in the sense of just double down and break down the things that was given to us by Amato in Boruto chapter 75. A lot of people seem to have the underlining idea, which is completely justifiable, but at the same time is not right, but had the idea that Boruto chapter 75 retconned the power system and the power structure in Naruto, and in order to basically understand how it's not actually did that, but the complete opposite, and building on to the substance that was established in Naruto and giving us a much further breakdown and understanding of the origins of chakra. To understand that, you got to know, like, what dating back to Shippuden and OG Naruto, the main source of power in the series is chakra, and chakra is a derivative from the goddess, the rabbit goddess, also known as Kaguya Otsutsuki, known as the progenitor of chakra, with her son, her firstborn son, this nigga Hagoromo Otsutsuki, known as the god of shinobi, or, the sage of 6 paths. Now, with Hagoromo, he did this whole ninshu thing, basically introducing the humans on Earth into the concept of the power of chakra that lies within them, and introducing them to the ability to connect with each other through said powers. Now, Hagoromo's son expanded even further on that idea of that ninshu, that chakra being that source of power that connects people, and manifesting that power with his hand signs and jutsus, turning it into basically power that can be utilized in the physical world and manifested in the physical world, i.e. fireball jutsu, water style jutsu, wind style jutsu. So the hand signs and the meaning behind those hand signs, in order to bring all of those derivatives into life, was established by this nigga Indra on the ninshu idea from Hagoromo. Now Hagoromo didn't use hand signs because all of his powers and abilities, that derived from Kaguya and all of those things, he didn't need to use hand signs to do such things. Now, the term ShinJutsu was never dubbed in the original Naruto franchise, but the meaning behind all of this stays true to its origins, whereas Amato clearly states that, the jutsu by Shiba is considered ShinJutsu, i.e. divine arts, i.e. divine miracles, because jutsu performed by the Otsutsuki are basically seen as hope for the human world. It can be seen and described as miracles. They don't require hand signs, and they are divine miracles and abilities in its own right. So when we see the abilities that Hagoromo was able to create, and understand that his son wasn't able to replicate that, but rather a derivative in creating the hand signs, we understand that Hagoromo basically got his divine jutsu, because we understand he didn't need any hand signs, even though it wasn't dubbed as such at the time, from Kaguya, who has her in this countless numbers of divine jutsu, from the ash killing bones to her little chakra fist that she be punching, all of those things that we see from Otsutsuki, because we never seen an Otsutsuki grant hand signs. And we also have more proof that backs up this fact in Momoshiki's dialogue, stating that he knows all divine jutsu. He is aware of all of those jutsus, and he has never heard of such when and Ada's love ability. However, going even back to Momoshiki, his ability to absorb jutsu reflected back twice as strong. His ability to turn Otsutsuki into chakra fruit and other things into chakra fruit transfer into powers, those abilities as such can be looked at as divine jutsu because it's derivative from the Otsutsuki, and we know the Otsutsuki jutsu do not require hand signs, and thus all of the ninjutsu we see following after is a derivative because it requires such. Now, what does that say for the ninjutsu that doesn't require hand signs? What separates the two from divine jutsu and ninjutsu that doesn't require hand signs? We see in situations where Naruto is able to pull out a Rasengan, Sasuke's Chidori, and then even the dojutsu abilities of things like the Byakugan and Sharingan. If we're going to count Ishiki's dojutsu abilities of the Daikokoto and the Sukuna Hokana as divine jutsu, he doesn't require hand signs. What about the Sharingan's ability, to see things, the prognication and things like that? What about Sasuke's Amaterasu? Are they counted as divine jutsus? The best explanation that would be able to clear all of that would be the contents of said jutsus. Amado gives us the explanation, and mind you, we only had one chapter since the introduction of this power, so there's more time to build on it. However, Amado's description of the power, such as divine arts as a miracle, things like that. A Rasengan can't be looked at as a miracle in the ninja world. A Chidori can't be looked at as a miracle in the ninja world, right? Now, doing something as simple as summoning something from a whole different dimension in the instant of a second can be described as a divine jutsu. Now, what do you think about something like Obito's Kamui? He's able to go to and fro from dimensions. Would he have a divine jutsu? Now, mind you, it's also to be noted that all ninjutsu is a derivative of such. So therefore, you're going to have instances where you see similarities, instances where you can basically say, well, it's a one-to-one in terms of matching the two abilities together. But at the end of the day, all jutsu was described in Naruto to come from the progenitor of chakra, the Sage of Six Paths, coming down from his son, creating the hand signs and creating ninjutsu. Also understanding that Sage of Six Paths got said powers from Kage, which Kage is said Otsutsuki, and Otsutsuki are said to have divine jutsus, divine abilities. We don't see, when we see Kage fight, we don't see her use any hand signs. We don't see Hagoromo use any hand signs. We don't see Hamura use any hand signs. We start to see hand signs being introduced when Indra and Ashura start to get into the mix because, they don't have the full capacity of chakra reserves such as Hagoromo, Hamura, and even Kage Otsutsuki. So that derivative is understandable in a sense. It's simply just a watered down version. Now, divine jutsu didn't necessarily retcon anything, but necessarily built on the power structure that was already established in Naruto, understanding that the Otsutsuki already had this upper tier level of power, which some would believe to say in the Naruto franchise, the Sage of Six Paths power, the Sage of Six Paths chakra, Sage of Six Paths mode. Understanding the Sage of Six Paths power, chakra, all of that stuff is a derivative from his mother's chakra, which understanding that his mother's chakra is in sense ShinJutsu, or also known as divine jutsu. Just the breakdown of simply what divine jutsu would be and how this new power structure being introduced at this point currently in Boruto will be introduced in a way that will make it seem as like the turning point or the tipping scale in order to level the playing fields when it comes to Shinobi and Otsutsuki. Now, I'm not just saying they're going to be on some random, you get a divine jutsu, you get a Shinjutsu, you get a divine arts on some Oprah shit, but in a sense, we're understanding those who probably have special fields in KK Genkai, or those who are, amongst the upper tier or the upper echelon of the shinobi, such as Naruto and Sasuke, with possibilities or loopholes to, go around and learning some type of Shinjutsu, or like I said throughout this entire video, derivatives of Shinjutsu that will be a closer one-to-one. So in a sense, it's saying all ninjutsu is a derivative of Shinjutsu, but a closer derivative or a closer watered down jutsu would be something like Obito's Kamui compared to Ishiki's dimension traveling jutsu, understanding that Obito's Kamui is a ninjutsu and a jutsu of his Mangekyo Sharingan. However, Ishiki's dojutsu and his ability to summon things from his dimension could be looked at as the Shinjutsu, as the divine miracle, the full and complete version, meaning it's not watered down, meaning there's no drawbacks in the sense where Obito, he wasn't able to, travel and defend himself at the same time. Or Obito had to take a second in order to use his full Kamui, and it took them longer to transport things that were bigger. Whereas we see with Ishiki, shit is instant, shit is automatic. He could summon 5 large ass cubes like that if he wanted to, and there was no problem with it. So the term miracle and arts is going to be the real division between what separates, that one-to-one comparison for watered down ninjutsu that can be mistaken as or called Shinjutsu because it doesn't require any hand signs. So essentially, that's the gist of it. Building on what was already established in the Naruto franchise, what was established around the Sage of Six Paths and around Kage Otsutsuki, it was just never really given a name. So essentially what Amado has done is giving us a name for the things that we have already seen and the things that were introduced also after, and placing them in the same category, because all of these things, whereas if we have Ishiki's abilities being dubbed because one, he's an Otsutsuki, and because it doesn't require hand signs, his abilities being dubbed as Shinjutsu, then we can also say the same thing for, Kenshiki's ability to summon chakra weapons, Momoshiki's ability to do all those things that we've seen him do and the things I've already described for Momoshiki, and Kaguya's abilities as well. All of those can be seen as divine jutsus or divine arts, or Shinjutsu as they would like to call it. All in all, I'm excited to see how this power structure builds in the Boruto universe, and how it expands on the story itself, and how much of a turning or trigger point it would be for like the shinobis of the shinobi world and the Otsutsuki and whoever Otsutsukis are left in that clan. But until my next video, until my next discussion, leave your comments below. How do y'all feel about divine jutsu, and where y'all stance on the fact of, do y'all feel like it retconned the power structure in Naruto, or do y'all feel like it made it much more better, or do y'all feel like it simply just added on to things that were already established? Let me know in the comment section below. And until my next video, holla at your boy, share it with your friends. I'ma holla at y'all. Black Chat out, your sir. Ski.
Hey, can we take a trip to the sky? Show them that our limit's too high.
Cocoa butter hips on the waistline. She said